As a prominent voice for mental health advocacy, Dr. Rhonda M. Wood is an award-winning international keynoter, best-selling author, and leading authority on mental health. She specializes in helping women reclaim their inner power, make peace with their past, and prosper in their purpose so they are empowered to reach their highest potential. In a world where women stay silent about mental health issues, Rhonda speaks up and shines light and awareness on matters that have remained in the shadows. She has developed a deep-rooted passion for helping women reset their value, renew their vision, and rediscover their voice.
Welcome to I Am Woman of Resilience. Oh my goodness, if you've been following us thus far, then you know that it just keeps getting better, because tonight we have, you just heard her bio, we have Dr. Rhonda in the room. I can't wait to introduce her to you. I am super excited to have you guys here. Go ahead, leave your comments in the comment section. Let us know where you're tuning in from. We want to welcome you as we get ready to invite our guest speaker for tonight to grace the stage and share with us a lot about resilience. So let's go ahead and invite her in. Welcome, Dr. Rhonda. How are you?
I'm doing well, thank you. Thank you so much for having me.
Awesome. We're super excited to have you here. So, Dr. Rhonda, we're talking resilience, right? A woman of resilience. Can you tell us, what is your definition of resilience?
Oh, I love that question. And I love the word resilience. So when I think about a resilient woman, I think of a woman who knows that resilience is a gift, first of all, and a gift from God, secondly. And I believe that we all say, oh, resilience means strength, it means strong. But I think a resilient woman specifically, when she faces obstacles, when she, has to stare challenges in the face,
That's right. A resilient woman is definitely, I love that. How you said a resilient woman is a woman with a gift. I love that. Tell us a little bit more about that definition there.
Yeah, so she realizes that resilience is the gift and that the gift comes from God. And she realizes that, her strength, that God is the one that is able and willing to strengthen her, renewing her strength like it talks about in the Bible, right?
Yeah.
And she may feel like, hey, I have a lot to do. I need the strength to do what God is calling me to do, whether it's my ministry, whether it's my work, or whether it's my family. And so the scriptures show us that resilience isn't something that God leaves us to do by ourselves, on our own, like alone. When we are close to God, when we walk with God and we trust God and we rely on Him, He will give us the strength that we lack. He will give us the strength to do the things that He called us to do. The scriptures talk about our strength is made perfect in his weakness. So that's what I think about when I think about a resilient woman.
I love that. I love the way how you, I guess, how you put that together. Sometimes you can know something, but you don't really know something until you hear it again. And then you go like, oh. So I love how you phrase that. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. So, Dr. Rhonda, we know that because we've just heard your bio that you are a mental health advocate. Tell us a little bit more about that field and why you chose it, and also explain to us why you had to be resilient, or what are some of the ways that you had to show resilience because of the area that you would have chosen.
Right. So so I sort of went into this area of mental health advocacy. I actually stumbled in it. I didn't wake up one day, Kamisha, and said, you know what? I think I just want to be a mental health advocate for the rest of my life. That wasn't it at all. I thought I was going to be a CEO of a Fortune 500 company, honestly. Like, I was like, I'm already working for corporate America. So my path to resiliency started actually when I was in this corporate. I was a corporate career woman. I had just finished 1 year of college. I came home to do my internship at a law firm, and I didn't realize how my mother was sick, and I didn't realize how sick she was. She was actually terminally ill, and she wound up losing her battle to cancer. And I made the decision at 18, 19 years old to raise my 3 siblings. That, in addition to still finishing school, working this full-time job, and knowing at that time that I wasn't fully equipped, even at 18, 19 I wasn't fully equipped to be able to work, finish school, and to take care of my siblings. I knew that God would always be our provider of our needs. So my resiliency at that time in corporate America was like, the only way I'm going to be able to do all of this, to manage all of this, is with God's strength. I knew at that point that I wasn't going to be able to do it on my own. And the good thing is, when I realized all the ups and downs, my mental health advocacy component came in when I realized there were times when it was more about the work environment, Kamisha. It was more about what was going on in the work environment, me wanting to feel like I wanted to fit in. I wanted to feel like I belonged there. I felt like I worked so hard to get there. Let me prove myself. And so even though this environment was sometimes chaotic, sometimes dysfunctional, sometimes, a little bit out of the norm, out of the ordinary, it was stressful, I still wanted to try and make do. I was trying to force myself to fit into this culture that I felt like an alien in. And so there were times when I felt stressed. I felt the overwhelmness, and I needed to, retreat. And it got to the point where I actually didn't want to appear weak, but I felt like I got to the point where I said, I think I need to step away because this is affecting my mental health. Not only that, it was affecting the mental health of my then teenage daughter. So a lot of times we don't realize how our mental health can affect our loved ones, whether it's consciously or unconsciously, and they are looking to us. We model for people around us the behaviors that we want them to have. So I needed to model, it is not okay to be stressed out and force yourself, to fit in. It is okay to step away and take a mental health day or even longer to be able to make sure that you are being your best in your various ministries. And then, Kamisha, from there, right? From there, while I was on this leave, I'm thinking I'm going to go back, but sometimes God has different plans for our lives.
Right.
So while I am prioritizing my mental health and I'm prioritizing my daughter's mental health, that's when I ventured into is I'm learning about symptoms, I'm learning about advocacy, I'm learning about mental health awareness. And I started to get all these requests like, hey, can you share your story with my group? Or can I feature you in my magazine, or can I interview? And next thing I know, this kind of turned into a new road for me, a new journey for me, into this sort of entrepreneurship role. So that was different too. I knew that I wasn't meant to go backwards, Kamisha, and I knew God had something great for me. In the future, my issue was trusting God in the middle, trusting Him
Mm.
here in the now, if you know what I mean.
Yes,
So I was
yes.
kind of in this middle, like, well, this isn't where I thought I would be. So it was all of this, it was the unknown.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I like what you shared there because that's so true. That's and many times that's where we find ourselves, the unknown, right? And the unknown really causes us to have to rely and to trust. And because we lack that ability to completely trust, because we are built humanly to we want to see every step. It needs to be logical, it needs to make sense. And if we can't connect the dots, then we're like, it's not possible.
That's right. That's so
So
true.
that's I love that, and I'm loving that you're also being transparent and sharing that because those women who are watching here tonight, they can hear, hold up, it's not just me. Dr.
That's
Rhonda, she
right.
went through that process as well, and I love how she is triumphant, like how she's doing amazing things. So tell us a little bit more about your journey as a mental health advocate. What are some of the main signs that you have come across as an indication that, hey, you need to check your mental health before it gets too late?
Right. So, one of the things that I talk about a lot is how mental health has different faces. And so it looks different from person to person. For example, I've definitely had my share of moments where I've struggled with anxiety. I've had my moments where I've struggled with depression, especially seasonal depression. And this last year, I noticed that my seasonal depression had lasted for a really long time, even when I was battling to turn it around. So for me, my symptoms is when I have these sort of extended low feelings, low moments of just, and I feel like I'm fighting to get out of it. I have low motivation and things of that nature. But what's interesting about my anxiety and I shouldn't say my anxiety, my depression, what the difference between when I experience anxiety or depression is I pretty much can still function. I'll still get up, I'll go to work, I'll do laundry, I'll take out the trash, I'll, bake, I'll cook, I'll do all of those things. What I notice in a lot of people, and I think what the expectation is, we expect people when they have mental health symptoms, we expect them to experience isolation. We expect them to look like they're sort of downhearted. We expect them to show nervousness if they're experiencing anxiety. And I say all that to say that symptoms aren't always going to be noticeable. They aren't always going to be external. Sometimes we are really good at rehearsing the I'm okay and all is well look. And so what we need to look for is things that are outside of the norm that people may not necessarily show externally. So, for example, for my daughter, when she was, depressed, she would have a difficult time getting out of bed. I can be depressed and still get out of bed. So those are some of the symptoms that I would notice with her. So the things to look for are mostly things that are outside of the normal routine. For children or young people, it might be a change in grades, a resistance to want to do the things that they normally like doing, whether it's shopping or hanging around with friends, listening to music, or sometimes even going to school or going out on the weekends, looking for those differences in, behavior, in thinking, thoughts, attitudes. It may not always be external. So my advocacy came from me prioritizing my mental health, me supporting my daughter, encouraging her to better manage her mental health, learning about symptoms, learning about best ways to support her. Um, and also making sure I'm seeking, resources, going to support groups, educating myself, getting as much knowledge and information as I can. And then I started to be transparent and sharing it because there were other career women, other parents who were experiencing some of the same things. So that's pretty much how my mental health advocacy journey started.
Wow. Woo. Listen, I love that you share their science because it's important that we understand that everyone has a different interaction with mental health, so it does not look the same for everyone. And that's a key thing because that helps us to be able to spot it quicker. Because
Mhm.
if we look at everyone the same, then we'll miss it. Because
Right.
we'll say, okay, well, John usually acts this way when he has, when he's dealing with mental health issues, but Jane is now acting that way. So that's not it. But that, well, Jane is pretty much going through. I am really enjoying this conversation, but we have to take a short break and we'll be right back. I just want to share a quick ad with you guys. So those of you who are now joining us, stay with us. We'll be right back. Don't you move.
Talk about winning in the marketplace and business. You'd be surprised of so many people who have businesses, who have visions and goals, but they're afraid or they don't have the right information to take their business to the next level. Well, I'm excited that this right here is going to be what you need to get the right information so that your business can continue to grow and to increase.
That's right. So you heard it right here. We're talking about the upcoming prayer breakfast for women in business. This is hosted by Nats Per Cafe. If you're here in Barbados, it's happening on May 29th from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. at the NUPW auditorium. Listen, you only have to pay a donation of 40 Barbados dollars. Yeah, 20 US dollars. Listen, if you are wondering why is it that my business is so stagnant, why is it that the profits are not coming in, why is it that every month I am ending up in the red, then you need to be in that space because the speakers will be phenomenal. They're going to teach you the kingdom principles. Yes, I said that, the kingdom principles that are going to help you to propel your business to the next level so that you can do greater things because you've been called for greater. So this is a space where you want to be. You don't want to miss it. Make sure that you reach out to Nats Prayer Cafe. You can find them on Instagram, send them a message and get your tickets because this is going to be an amazing move. For you guys who just joined us, we are talking to the beautiful Dr. Rhonda and she's sharing with us tips on mental health as she is a mental health advocate. And I'm about to invite her right back into the room. Go ahead, show us some love in the comments because we love to hear from you. Welcome back, Rhonda. How are you?
Thank you. I'm well, thank you. Thank you so much.
Yes, yes. So we're talking mental health, and you just shared with us some signs that we can look for so that we understand how to actually deal with it. Now, I want you to share with us, any time in your journey, where did you have to show that form of resilience? And I know earlier you shared about your mom, battling with cancer. So I'm assuming that's a really, really great time for resilience. But is that your story or is it others? Because as women, we have so many.
Yes, we do, don't we? Oh my goodness.
We do.
So, Kamisha, a lot of people may not know this, but I didn't just lose my mom, I lost my dad as well. So that was also how I ended up, and the raising 3 siblings. And like I said, navigating the journey with work, finishing school, and then, still providing for my family. But the other part was, even while I was working, taking care of my family, finishing school, and then I went on that leave I told you about to prioritize our mental health.
Yeah.
While I was on leave, and this happened recently, while I was on leave, I actually went out the country to celebrate the holidays and my birthday, which is right before Christmas. And 2 days after getting back in the country, 2 days, Kamisha, 2 days after getting back in the country, I got a FedEx. The FedEx, when I opened it, that day that I opened it, it said, "Today's your last day."
Wow.
Yeah. So I said, okay, today's my last day. And then I thought to myself, no, today's my first day.
Mm-hmm.
The only reason, and let me tell you, there would have been a time, Kamisha, let me be transparent. There would have been a time when getting news like that would have crushed me. Yeah. And I think in a way, it was disappointing, but I felt like the reason why I took it better than I thought I would have was just my relationship with God. I knew that God had better and greater for me. Like I said, I mean, having a job is a blessing. Having a career is a blessing. Having income is a blessing. Don't get me wrong. Yeah. But I always felt like the fact, because I feel like God is a God of peace and order. And because things were so chaotic and so stressful and so dysfunctional, I kind of felt like God was transitioning me into something different. And I felt like that was in disguise, sort of almost an answered prayer and a blessing in disguise.
Wow.
And so the resilience came in, not only in my response, but that transition, because a lot of women know our sometimes our stability. I mean, let's be honest, ladies, our stability is in that paycheck, right? Our
That's right.
stability comes from having that direct deposit. I'm not sure how it's done in Barbados, but we get the money every 2 weeks. It's in the bank account. You take that, you pay your bills, and you feel good about life. You go to the grocery store, you know no checks are going to bounce. You know you're able to pay off credit cards. You can pay the car note. You don't have to worry about the car being repossessed. All of those things.
Yeah.
People believe come with the security of having a job. Job means income. Job means benefits, right?
Yeah.
I guess you don't have to worry because you know your job provides insurance. You're good. Your children are good. So the resilience comes in the response to, because resilience is all about when things happen. We talked about this at the beginning of the show.
Yes.
We talked about the challenges, the obstacles, the difficulties. When those things happen, you're still able to navigate because you know where you're strong. God isn't going to leave you. He's given you the ability and the skills to be able to navigate through it. Not that it's not going to happen, but when it does happen, you know that you'll be okay. You're trusting that things are going to be okay. Now, when I got that letter, Kamisha, I didn't already have my entrepreneurship journey wasn't up and flowing. It wasn't, I wasn't making, hundreds of thousands or millions or anything close to that. I was just kind of like, okay, God, where are we? And then it's a complete faith walk, You are trusting and believing that you are going to be okay, even when you don't know what's on the other side.
That's it. Wow. That is beautiful. Oh my goodness. Whew, what resilience. Because, like you said, many persons would have freaked out, having seen that, like, wow. After you just had an amazing time, because you just was relaxed and you were ready to go. But I love your attitude and your mindset because you didn't take it as your last day. You said, this is my first day. And I love that because that tells us right away resilience is there, it's already built in.
Right.
You already put on that cap of resilience, and that's an encouragement to those women who are joining us here tonight that you have to, it's all about perspective. How you're going to look at the situation. Are you going to crumble and fall? Are you going to get up and build? Because you had an opportunity to start something new and something beautiful, because now look at it. You are doing absolutely what you've been called to do and what you love.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, and it's bringing the best rewards, and many times we're stuck. That's why I was saying in our last interview, sometimes we need a push.
We do.
Yeah.
And sometimes it comes from God, right?
That's right. That's right. Because many times he's saying jump, and we're just on the sidelines like, ooh, am I going to crash? Am I going to fall? And he's just saying, just jump. Right. And sometimes we take too long, so he just gives us a nudge and then we fall. And then we get up and we keep going as it's supposed to be. So that is amazing. So, I love that.
I'm so glad you said that, because I think there are instances where we have to be made a little bit uncomfortable in order to move. And so I feel like even though I was on leave from my job, so I wasn't going in the office every day. I was on leave, but I still had the ability to return. So that was my comfort. And so that was taken away. And then I was like, oh, okay.
What am I going to do now?
Yeah, because sometimes you're like, well, if anything happens, I can always go back.
Yes.
Right. Because again, we talk about the benefits. We talk about the paid leave, right?
Yes, that's right.
Yeah.
Wow.
I love Winetta's comment. She was like, true. That's
That's it. Wow. So listen, okay. So I'm really enjoying this conversation. And Dr. Rhonda is also one of the cover girls of our upcoming magazine. Oh my goodness. I am woman full. I'm Fearless. And guess
Yes.
what, guys? That's launching tomorrow on Mother's Day, and I'm super excited. I've been going through the ethics meetings, making sure that everything is perfect, and I'm just like, oh my goodness. Did you create this? It's beautiful. I can't wait for everyone to get their hands on it. So, Dr. Rhonda, I have to ask, what made you say yes in being a part of the I Am Woman Bold and Fearless magazine?
Oh, Kamisha, let me just tell you. First of all, it was an amazing opportunity to showcase my brand, and your brand and my brand were very similar. I love linking with and locking elbows, right? We love to say that, locking elbows with other women who are doing great things, who are like-minded, like-hearted, faith-based, doing phenomenal things in the world. And so when I saw the opportunity, I said, "Oh, I think this is a great opportunity. It fits with my brand. I get to be on the cover." I mean, how many people can say that, right? I love that it was launching on Mother's Day. I just, this will be my 20th Mother's Day that I get to celebrate. I just celebrated my daughter graduating yesterday. And so everything just really fit together. I love your platform. I love how you promote other businesses. Not only here but around the world. So I love global platforms. My platform is global also, and so just featuring these kingdom women worldwide on your platform, getting a lot of visibility, which is important, and being able to share that with other people. So it just fit, and I'm really excited. I'm honored. I'm like over the moon about being on the cover, about being able to share my story, about having my brand seen by a lot of people, and just being able to share my story and getting featured.
Amazing, amazing. And we're super excited and happy to have you a part of this. It's just amazing. So, guys, we're going to take a short break and we're going to be right back. We're almost getting ready to wrap up. But before we go, we want you to see this ad. So, please, whatever you're doing, make sure that you're glued to the screen because we're going to be right back with you.
Queen's Mindset under Battered, Bruised, Not Broken presents the annual Ladies Buffet Brunch. June 24th, we head on over to the Hilton Resort from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. for this grand occasion. It's an event designed to empower women from all walks of life. Early bird tickets, $175. Regular tickets, $200. And once you're a member, your tickets go at $175. Dress code is pajama wear. Your speakers include Vicky Otorina, Marcia Hennis, Nicole Kenwood-Brown, and Natalie Murray. All hosted by Kimisha King.
Yep, you heard it. It's happening on June 24th at the Hilton Barbados Resort, right here in the beautiful island of Barbados. We are having this annual Ladies Buffet Brunch. This is our second one. We started in 2022, and it was phenomenal. We had the Gatsby affair, and this year we're doing it pajama edition. Listen, if you don't have your tickets, then I'm like, what are you waiting for? You need to grab your tickets. Tickets are only $200 Barbados dollars, but if you are a member, you can get your ticket at the member rate, which is $175 Barbados dollars. Now, if you're tuning in right now and you're not in Barbados and you're like, what about me? Of course you can come. You can catch your flight and come over. We're having special rates for those persons who want to stay at the resort. You'll have those special rates as well, so you can stay there with us and have a grand time for that weekend on a special package. So just reach out to us and let us know. We're talking and dealing with the wounds, ladies. We're dealing with the wounds. Why are we dealing with the wounds? Because we're looking at things such as rejection, unforgiveness, persons who are dealing with self-sabotage, lack of self-esteem, they don't have that confidence that they should be carrying. All of these are things that are blocking us from being able to soar. Because we've been called for greater. And when you're carrying around that, that spirit of unforgiveness, and you don't understand that thing is really blocking you from your destiny. Hello, that's why we're here. So we're here so that every woman can get that breakthrough. So you want to be in the room. You've heard the amazing lineups. You don't want to miss this, and we can't wait to have you there. All right, so we're talking with Dr. Rhonda. She's in the house and she is a mental health advocate, and she shared with us on some amazing tips about how she has been resilient, especially in her role. So Dr. Rhonda, as we're getting ready to wrap up, I want you to tell us, where can we find you for those persons who are tuning in right now and they're like, oh my goodness, I can with their story. Tell them where they can find you, and also tell us what is up next for you.
Ooh, I love that. So the best way to find me is on my website. So my website, which is also in my sort of title there, is Dr., and it's abbreviated DR, RhondaMwood.com. So that's drrhondaMwood.com. That's my website. That's the best place to go if you want to learn more about me. You can follow me on my 9 social media platforms. If you want to work, collaborate, or partner with me, that's the best place. I have some books that talk about, that are related to mental health issues. You can sign up for my mailing list or my newsletters or be the first to know when things happen. Or you can apply to be on my TV or radio show. That's one of the new things that are coming up for me. I have a radio show, which is actually an award-winning radio show based in the UK, but it has over 200,000 listeners and viewers from around the world. And also I have a TV show, which is also going to be launched very soon. I'm excited about that. Wait till you see the guests that I have lined up. And so yeah, between the TV show and the radio show, the speaking and the writing, I have a new book coming out called Truths, Traumas, and Triumphs. And let me tell you, it is juicy. So those are just a few of the projects that I have coming up next, Kamisha.
Amazing. I can't wait to see that. But when it comes to amazing, guys, listen to me. If you want to learn how to overcome mental health, you don't want to play with this information, go right ahead. Check out Dr. Rhonda's platform. She is phenomenal at what she does. You're going to get the information that you need, and you're going to get the help that you need. And it might not be for you. Maybe it might be for someone. Why not check it out still? We can't wait to have you there. So make sure you head over to her website today. Do not hesitate. Go today so that you don't forget, and make sure you check out our girl and follow her as well. Tell them where they can follow you on your nice social media platforms. Tell them where you are at.
Yeah, so believe it or not, I like keeping things consistent, Kamisha. So my website is drrhondaMwood.com. All of my social media accounts are drrhondaMwood.com.
I love that. There you go. It's easy. Isn't that great? You don't have to remember all of them. You just have to remember one.
That's right.
Go ahead and make sure that you're following her. So Dr. Rhonda, we're getting ready to wrap up, but I can't leave here without having you share your last words. Maybe there's something that is resting on your heart. Maybe I didn't get an opportunity to ask you here tonight, but you're like, oh my goodness, I really need to tell them this. I want you to go right ahead and share with them.
Right. So if I had just some last words to share, I would just like to say, as women, right? I love speaking to women. Women, I believe, are our ministry. But I think sometimes as women, I just want to make sure that not only that it's okay to not be okay and take those mental health days if you need them, ladies, but also that it's okay to put yourself first. Because I think sometimes we feel this overwhelming pressure. We feel obligated to serve everyone, to do for other people, and put our needs last. I think that's a huge thing. We wait until everybody else is eating. We wait until everybody else is taken care of. We pay everything and we put ourselves last most of the time. And I just want to say it is okay to prioritize too. I'm going to give you a really quick example. There are times when we look at women and we say, oh my gosh, look at her. She is doing this, this, and this. Just like I talked about. Oh my God, I was going to school. I was working. I was taking care of my family. But how many times do we say, oh my goodness, look at her putting herself first. Okay. We give the badge of honor to the women who are doing, it's nothing wrong with doing great things. It's something wrong with doing too many things if it overwhelms you and it affects your mental health and well-being. So also giving that same honor to yourself and others who are prioritizing, putting themselves first, making sure they're okay. That self-care, that self-love, that self-talk, whatever you want to call it. I want my last words to be that it's okay. It is not selfish to take care of yourself and prioritize you and put yourself first.
I love that. Ladies, take care of yourself. Oh my goodness. Oh, those are gems. Those are gems. Remember that, especially tomorrow being Mother's Day. You know, as a mother, we want to help everyone because it's our nature, you know, it's in our nature. So make sure that you take some time for yourself tomorrow. You do something extremely amazing because you deserve it.
Yes.
So do something amazing. So Dr. Rhonda, thank you so much for coming out tonight. We definitely enjoyed it. Thank
you. Thank you so much for having me. Man, time flies when you're having fun.
I'm telling you. Definitely. It definitely flies.
Well, I hope people connect with me. I want to connect with the people out there. So I hope to stay connected with you for sure.
Yes, definitely. Thank you so much. So those of you who are still here with us, I don't want you to go because we have one final ad that I want to share with you, and I don't want you to miss this one. And then we'll come back and we'll wrap up. So stay with us.
Ladies and gentlemen, get ready to glow! Introducing the Glow Rewards Loyalty Card. With your free Glow Rewards Loyalty Card, you'll get access to discounts on leading beauty brands like Cetaphil, BioBalance, Palmer's, Cream of Nature, Cantu, and Tree Hut. You also get free delivery right to your door. Sign up today. For more details, visit us on Instagram at Brighton Stokes Glow Rewards or call 467-2222. The glow up is real. Sign up today for your Glow Rewards Loyalty Card and get ready to glow.
Yep, get ready to glow. Listen to me. I am super excited because Queen's Mindset has partnered with Brighton Stokes Limited. Yep, I said that. So when you sign up to be a part of the upcoming Ladies Buffet Brunch, you get the automatic opportunity to get your loyalty card. What does that mean for you? It means that whenever you shop at Brighton Stokes Limited, you are shopping with your card. So you're getting massive rewards. You're getting so many surprises and prizes. It's phenomenal. And get this, you don't have to wait until June to get those things. You can sign up today, pay today, and get immediate access to that card. So I'm excited. I can't wait. And there's so many other companies that are on board and coming out. We can't wait to have you guys in the room on June 24th. So remember, tell a friend. How do you register? Go to our website at www.queensmindset.net or just go over to our Instagram. And once you go on our Instagram, hit our bio and you're right there. You're signed up and you're in the room. So we can't wait to have you. Thank you so much once again for tuning in. Remember, tomorrow, May 14th, is the launch of our magazine, I Am Woman, Bold and Beautiful. I Am Woman, Bold and Fearless. I keep saying bold and beautiful. Bold and Fearless. You know, we have amazing cover girls. You just heard from one of them, Dr. Rhonda M. Wood. We have Dr. Jennifer Jones Bryant. We also have Latoya Jean. We have Shakera Trotman-Chase. And we have Dr. Teresa. And we also have Lisa Crawford. Listen to me. These women are phenomenal. You don't want to miss it. It's going to be out tomorrow. And no matter where you are, you're going to get a copy because you'll see us in the media as well. So as soon as it drops, get your copy and we'll be ready to hear your thoughts and your comments. Thank you once again for tuning in tonight. And whatever you do, have an amazing day tomorrow. And if you're not a mom, you need to be taking care of your mom. Having a great day. See you soon.